Good evening, everyone. I don't know what happened. Maybe a connection problem or something, but we are back on. Yeah, we can blame Elon Musk for that if you want. Let's do that. So welcome everyone to Crypto Miners AMA here at Twitter Space. And today we have a guest, and that is Tina. And Tina, she works with PR with a project called CryptoUnity. So CryptoUnity is here today to present to us about their project. So welcome, Tina. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thankfully, we resolved all the problems, so we can start now. Well, hello to
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you for taking your time to listen to our AMA. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Great to have you. And I'm looking forward to this. I was checking the web page a little bit here before and also now when we had to wait a little bit. So it seems interesting. So why don't we start, Tina, with you maybe present yourself a little bit and the team behind this project and how long you have been working on it.
Okay. So, hello. My name is Tina. I'm 25 years old. And I come from, like most of the team, from Slovenia. It's a small European country next to Italy. My background is I actually studied biopsychology. So my role in the CryptoUnity is to keep in mind the human aspect when we're talking about cryptocurrencies. And since we're focusing on beginners, how beginners feel, how they think, how we have to approach them. And I also do the PR, that is the main thing, and the educational part that we're going to talk about later. The rest of the team, we have a team of approximately a bit over 15 members. We are expanding, if you look at how long we're working, quite fast. And we also have outsourced advisors that help us in the business and legal and departments like that when you need real professionals. And the whole idea in the project was born a little bit less than 2 years ago. So basically, the whole project has been evolving for the past 2 years.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that you started quite some time ago with this project. So you must have thought a lot about it and now you will give us your plans a little bit, or also what has happened so far, the
Yeah.
history maybe a little bit,
So
because that's also interesting when it has been 2 years almost.
yeah, so the first thing we have to put forward is that when the idea and the planning started, it was actually a bull market. So when there's a bull market, the strategies for an ICO or for a startup project are way different than if you're developing and marketing and selling pre-sales in the bear phase, in the bear market. So basically, we were planning and evolving our project while there was bull present, and quite almost at the same moment that we decided to go public with it, to show the public what we have been doing, the Luna accident happened, and
Oh,
then the
okay.
bear started. So we actually just had to pivot and stop and take a step back and reorder the plan, because you can't push your head through the wall.
Yeah.
So we realized that times are changing, strategies have to change too. Our roadmap, we adopted it and adopted the whole plan and went forward in the bear market. So that is kind of a
So
big
you
deal.
you were ready back then already, and then you had to go back, and what happened then? Did you like take new, did you find new ways or new
Yeah. So
features?
yeah, we had to.
What
So
happened then?
when there's a bull market and you have an ICO, it's quite simple, if we can say, to collect your funds. And in the bull market, it's basically like the reverse system. You can collect your funds quickly and then go to the process of developing the product. But when there's a bear market, there's it's way harder to collect funds. So you have to have a product or something that you can show to people before they will actually make a purchase. So
Yeah.
we had to focus on that, because if there's bear, there's big fear, and nobody will buy air, if we can say it like that. So we focused on the development, how to, we went to the, so the educational part is almost ready to air. So we focused on the product and the development, but also we figured out that that happened was actually very good for us, because we learned so much in that time, and we don't want to see it like a delay, but extended period of gaining even more knowledge that we can push into the project.
Yeah. And on your website site, you said it's created with beginners for beginners. Can you explain what you mean with that?
Of course. So to present actually the idea of the whole project, our project is based on the beginners, on the newcomers to crypto. I I can say for myself, and I think everyone listening also knows, that when they were starting with crypto, it's quite a lot and it's complicated. If you have no knowledge whatsoever, it's hard to even know where to look for the right information. So we decided that we're going to create this platform that has everything a user needs, like a beginner, that is created as simple as possible to use. And we also use our community. We ask them for background information, what they think, what it's missing. So the part with beginners is basically us asking our community, our users, our future users, how do they feel about this, how do they feel about that, what would they change, what do they like, what do they don't like. So basically we're including our users, our future users, in the development itself, because that's the only way, in our opinion, that we can actually make something that it's gonna be useful for them as much as possible.
Yeah. And that's good. I mean, education is needed. And as you said, first time you try and buy crypto on PancakeSwap or somewhere else similar, it's it's a pain. It's so many steps, to go through. And so how are you doing this? Because it said start simple, and you're gonna have some features. Can you tell us about what are you going to provide us with if we choose
Hmm.
to go with your project?
So basically the final product is a mobile application that has everything one needs in one place, because we were thinking we're not reinventing the wheel in no way, but for a beginner it can be very complicated to get everything he needs to even start, like the exchange, a wallet there, portfolio there. If he wants to go something to do something more advanced, he has to change the platform. So basically what we are doing, we're putting everything he needs in one platform that he has access to at all times. Main of the things is the educational part. That's why this is the part we're focused most on. And it's the idea, and I think I can tell you that the first educational workshops are going to be out before our pre-sale that starts in 3 days. But the idea is basically to give the possibility of education even before the whole platform is available for our users, because as you said, education, even in my opinion, is the base to do anything, especially in crypto, where one wrong move can make you lose all your funds if you didn't check.
Yes, I agree.
um that's why we're focused on that education of the beginner, and then giving them the platform where he can easily navigate. So that UI UX is perfected. Each screen has a question mark if they get lost, the 24/7 support. If they're not sure, they can always ask us, and then slowly progress into that world of crypto.
So it's an app that you download on your phone then?
Yes, it's in the development.
Hmm. And from that app you can access all the things that you need to start in crypto.
Yeah, basically the application is going to be the whole platform. So the exchange, the platform, the educational department, the portfolio of each user. It's going to have everything.
And you also have a wallet in there, right?
Of course. So there's one wallet that is custodial. That's what normal centralized exchanges use. But because we also want to teach and focus on security, we decided that we're implementing a cold wallet. So basically, if anyone doesn't know, cold wallets like Ledger, you probably know, are wallets that are physical and are not always connected to the internet. So that basically means it's the wallet that has the most highest way of being safe. Um, so the our
As long as you
users
know
can
where it
store.
is, right?
Yeah. But
So,
ours, we also went here for simple and convenient. It's not going to be like a USB port like Ledger is or anything big. It's
okay.
going to be in the shape of an NFC card that you're just going to have to put against the phone to confirm the transaction. That's going to be three-phase authentication.
Oh, so it's gonna be a physical card
Yeah.
that you get. Okay. And that means to get the card, you need to KYC then, or
Well, we are a
give your
centralized exchange.
address at least.
Yeah, we are a centralized exchange. So for any we have to collect KYC
Mm-hmm.
because we're very prone to keep with the regulations the way they are. And
Yeah.
with us, it's quite strict because of the terrorism laws and the money laundering laws. So KYC is needed for any
In
crypto
Slovakia, you mean?
trading, but our app won't have, if you just want to see education and research it, for that you don't need a KYC.
Mm-hmm. So you're going by the laws of Slovakia.
Slovenia.
Slovenia, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's bad.
We're used to it. Don't worry, we're used to it. Even on the
Sorry.
Olympic Games, they changed our anthem, so it's okay.
Oh, really? I'm
Yeah.
sorry for you guys. Okay, never mind. Okay, so all right. So, but your company, it's a company and it's registered in Slovenia.
Slovenia, yes.
In Slovenia. Okay, good. And how are you going to do the? I mean, the security is very important, right?
Yes.
So what kind of measures do you take there?
Okay, I can say here that we are one of the first centralized exchanges that won't hold their users' funds. Because even in the recent events with FTX and so on, that is one of the main problems of centralized exchanges, that still the company has the overview and the control over the user's funds. So we decided that we want to be, our main goals are transparency and showing everything and to build trust with our users. So for that reasons, we decided that we are not gonna have control over our users' funds. They are gonna be stored with third entities on special accounts that no one has access to. So we cannot decide and manipulate any of the assets.
Okay, that's good. Can we go back to the thing that where you say that you are doing a very easy or simple way for beginners?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in what way is it easier or more simple than any of the others that's already out there? I mean, did you strip away some things from your exchange that others use, or how is it so simple? Is it because of the education maybe, or
Well,
why is
it's
it more
gonna
simple?
have education, but when the platform is available, there's gonna be also a separate part in the education department. It's gonna be totally application focused. So each department of the application will have their own workshop or a tutorial, and also each screen has like a question mark that if a person gets lost, they can click it, they can check it out, and if they are still confused, they can go straight to the support that's 24/7, so they can
Hmm.
contact us at any time and get an immediate response, which is one of the other things that it's still kind of a big problem in crypto, because if you try to contact any of the existing platforms, getting a response is hard. Getting a response fast is almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And when a newcomer comes and they are not sure if I should click the button or not, they need the response immediately, and
So
not
you're
in
gonna have
5 to 10
staff
working days.
sitting 24/7 always to be
Yeah.
available for users. So how are you going to fund this?
Well, the
Where's the
funding and the plans are. I am not in the financial department, so I can go very deep down into it. But
Mm-hmm.
I know that before the pre sales were set, I know they went through and they calculated the costs that we will have. And that is how the price of the token was set and the amount we're collecting. So it is all calculated how much we need to keep running the business for, I don't know, 2 years and develop everything we need with the
2 years?
paychecks,
Okay.
with all the costs.
So how much did you raise then? How much funding do you need?
Uh, for now, we raised over 500,000. It was around $600,000 in the pre-sales here in Slovenia and on the Balkan. So those are the countries that are close to us, like Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia. And now we're heading towards the worldwide pre-sale. It's opening on the 18th, and we're collecting 2.5 millions.
Okay, nice. All right. And it's not only an exchange that you're providing. Is that going to be the first one out on the app, or are most of the utilities going to be coming out together with the app?
Yeah, so when the app comes, the app is coming with the exchange. That is like a synonym. When the application comes, the exchange is ready.
Mm-hmm.
But the educational department and the educational resources are gonna be available way sooner. So we're gonna start on the website, and the first version of the application that's going to basically cover the educational part, that's going to be out there to test for the users and to then start to educate themselves before the exchange comes.
And
So okay.
yeah, and the education, how is it going to work? Is it going to be like YouTube videos to watch, or is it going to
Well,
be a live sessions for
there's
people
gonna
to
be
join? Or
multiple different versions, so we're actually writing them from scratch as text, as reading material that has animations that are also made in house. We're creating the animations that goes to the specific topic we're covering, and then the videos are also gonna come because they take time to perfect, and we're kind of perfectionist and we don't want to put anything out that is not perfect. So with the animations, the videos will come, and as the educational part and the community will grow, we're also adding webinars and seminars where we're gonna be able to go deep down into specific topics with, of course, outsourced people who have a specific knowledge that will come and share it with our community and so on.
okay, that's interesting. Do you have social media as well, like Telegram groups, or
Yes,
that
of course.
where
You
people
can
can go
find
and
us on
ask
Twitter, on Telegram, on Instagram, on
everywhere?
Facebook. We're
Mm-hmm. That's good.
everywhere. You can just go to our website and you have all the social media there. Just click on it and that's it. It's cryptounity.org.
Yeah.
O-R-G.
And how many languages are you going to have this educational uh,
For
material
now,
in?
we're doing Slovene and English because we have to pay some respect to our homeland. So
Mm-hmm.
we're creating the educational content for now in Slovene and in English. But as we evolve, we're going to be adding more languages based on the need we're going to see that there is. We just put our website to a program that adds more languages. So the website, you can look even in Chinese, Turkish, Indian. I know there's a lot of languages, so you can translate the website to whichever language you want. But for the educational content, we're going gradually as the need shows.
Okay, so you listen also there at your community and what they are
Always.
asking for. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and also you're gonna have an NFT marketplace. When is that gonna come out?
NFT marketplace is at this point not in the top 5. We're gonna have it, but we want to go step by step with the things that are the most important, so the education, exchange, and so on. And then when we have these things settled down, then the NFT comes.
Okay, so what's in the top 5? You said exchange and education and the other 3?
The app itself, the exchange, each part actually has its own development behind it, so we need to end the cold wallet and so on. So there's a lot of things that we have to make sure are perfect before we go on.
Okay, that's good. So are you gonna have some partners or partnerships, or how you gonna find your users?
Yeah, so for the partnership, we already have one. It's with one of the biggest companies. You might know, Lenovo. We're partners with
Yeah.
them. They have supported us quite early on, so we're thankful that they saw our potential before we had something to show. But also, yes, we have some partnerships in the last stages of agreements, but I cannot, until they're final, I cannot talk about that part as much.
Okay. Secret.
Yeah.
Secret. I can see. I was in the Lenovo webpage in Slovenia now, so I can't understand anything, but I'll change it to English. They have lots of languages, by the way. Okay, even Swedish maybe. So, the market strategy then, I mean, because you are turning to the beginners, so probably you will gonna find people outside of crypto. That's your goal, right? To find new people.
Yeah.
And where are you gonna find those people and
Well,
how?
in our country, that wasn't that hard because there's not a lot of us, and our people are quite conservative. So we
You
knew that.
found everyone already.
Yeah, it was radio, TV, social media, and we covered 80% of the country.
Oh, okay. You have been
um,
on radio and TV.
yeah, also, and the news channels where they publish news and like that. We
That's
have
interesting.
to go quite creative because Twitter, for example, is really not popular in our country. So
Okay.
Twitter is kind of main platform for crypto and let's say Discord and Telegram, and those are things that are really not popular here. So
Okay.
when we went to the world market, we kind of had tutorials of other social media because we in our personal lives didn't use it as much. Um, but yeah, then we decided we have like people who already have some communities who want to learn. We have on different websites where people can learn our ads that were made for beginners, that were simple, that were focused on them. So we have like different scopes of where we're targeting, but mainly it's Twitter, YouTube, Discord, different media outlets, PR articles, and so on.
Okay. And let's have some timelines. I mean, you haven't launched yet, right? You have had some fundraisings already, you said
Mm-hmm.
previously, and now moving forward, what's next in what's coming?
Okay, so we have been working the past, I mean, we work a lot, but in the past month for sure, from the morning to midnight, even past, because we're opening our final and last pre-sale, the worldwide pre-sale on the 18th on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of work to be done. to make sure everything goes smoothly.
And where is that? On Pink Sale or somewhere else?
It's exclusively over our website because we
Okay.
saw a lot of fake listings happening. Um, so we decided that it's the safest if we only promote it on our website, so people know that they don't have to guess if this is us or not.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly our website. Also, the whitelist is happening there. You still have a day and a half to go secure a spot.
Oh,
But strictly,
everyone can secure a spot.
well, it's
Anyone.
2,000 spots.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few tasks you have to do, and in the case that all are taken, the most of the points get the spots.
Okay. And the pre-sale will be first for only whitelist
Yeah, the first phase
wallets?
is opening on Saturday at 12 UTC, and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be open for 8 hours whitelist exclusively. So the first 8 hours, only the people who have the whitelist can buy and also have the lowest price between the phases. And when that ends, we go to the phase two. The price lifts a little bit, but it opens for the public for those who didn't secure their spot. And then we have gradually raising the price, I think 3 times. And the pre-sale has an ending date way far away because we didn't want people to wait for the last day to buy. And it closes when it sells out. So the amount we're raising is the amount
Okay.
we are raising. It won't, if it's collected sooner, we're closing the pre-sale and
Mm-hmm.
start to prepare for the listing. So that's why we don't have the set launch date, because it depends a lot on the pre-sale.
Okay. So first come, first serve. Um, what are the different prices? How big a difference is it if you buy in with the
Well,
whitelist and at the launch?
the first price in the whitelist is 0.0065 euro
Mm-hmm.
per cut. And the final one that we achieve in the phase four is 0.007.
Okay. So it's not that big difference, really,
No,
is it?
but there still is once you start calculating the amount of tokens you receive.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Depends how much you buy. So what's the total supply of the coins?
1 billion.
1 billion. Okay. Very good. All right. So is there something else from all the utilities that we should go through? Let's see. We had the exchange, and then you have something called, wait, where was it? You can sleep well at night, it says here. You can sleep peacefully at night. It's a customizable portfolio with an option for automated trading.
Yeah, that basically focuses on the stop losses. So you can
Okay.
set those so you can sleep peacefully even the price drops.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So you're gonna have those kind of
Yeah.
features built into in the exchange then.
We can there's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, and if I
Hmm.
don't, I think my boss will be mad.
Okay, let's do
The
it then.
audits. We did 2 audits. One
Yeah.
was by Quill Audits, and the other one was Certic. We also did the KYC audit with Certic, where we got the golden badge. So it means that we showed the highest level of transparency. So we were very proud on that. And at the end of 2022, we were number one in the top 5 non-listed projects by Certic Trust Score.
Hmm. All right, that's good. And what I see now that's also very interesting that you have a fingerprint face recognition or password
Yeah, so
option.
that is for the 3-phase authentication of the cold wallet. So the
Hmm.
first one is fingerprint slash face recognition. The second one is the one-time password you receive when you want to make the transaction, and the third one is the NFC card.
And this card, I mean, you can if you lose the card, you can still access your wallet.
Well, it basically works like a ledger. So you still have some ways, but I will be completely honest with you, that is very technical. I
Yeah,
know
okay.
that it works similar like Ledger, but I am not in that department as much. So I would rather not say too much than say something wrong.
Yeah, we don't need to know how it works, just that it works, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but I was just after if I have this card and it's like malfunctions or the stripe goes away or something happens, my dog chews at it, is it all gone then, or how
No, I
important is the
think there
card?
are some steps that are replaceable, so they can. I I know that it's possible, and I know that they are working on it, but I really don't want to say too much or too
Yeah,
little.
okay.
So
The technical people go and do your own research somewhere. Maybe in the white paper it says more.
uh, I'm sure, but also if anyone is interested, they can leave a comment, and after the AMA, we're gonna answer that part. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call that part of the team to make the full answer in the comments of this AMA.
So when does this help squad 24/7 start?
Excuse me?
I mean, you have open 24/7 if you need help. You said when is that gonna start?
Oh, so when the platform comes,
Okay, okay, very good.
we're even now trying to be as responsive as possible, and I know that our community recognized that when we did like the polls. So basically, even now we try to be as present as possible, but it doesn't. Maybe sometimes takes like half an hour instead of 5 minutes, and a few hours at night. But we're working on it, so it's gonna be quite fast to be able to answer even at night.
Hmm. And we need to talk about why should I hold the token? And the token is called CUT, C-U-T, right?
Yes.
And it says that the holders will get lower fees on trading, maybe if you hold this
Yeah, so
CUT.
there's gonna be quite a few utility case uses.
Hmm.
One is the lower fees. One is that when the educational are gonna have some exclusive content, the cut will be the entry. We're gonna have a research department where we're gonna publish new ICOs, and cut holders are gonna be able to participate in those. But also besides the utilities, there's benefits. So it's like holder rewards from every transaction. 2% of every transaction is divided among all the holders. There's gonna be exclusive airdrops, advantages in giveaways, and also we're applying staking. That part is getting polished as we speak. But there's also gonna be staking available.
Okay. There's one thing that I was a little bit, well, I've never seen this, I think, before, and then is that the taxes of the token will be 34% sell tax at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. This is basically what we came up with. We call it the dumping wall. So
Hmm.
to prevent any fast dropping after we launch, because we know people tend to do that when they see the first spike after
Hmm.
the launch, we decided to protect our buyers and holders from that too big volatility in the beginning with the so-called dumping wall, which is basically kind of preventing people from selling because the fees are very high for the first 4 months before we can establish that nice line
So,
on the
so
graph.
it's almost like a vesting schedule, but with taxes, kind of.
Basically, but it's not necessary. You can still sell, but
Yeah.
it doesn't pay off.
So if people then sells, maybe the price goes up so much that you still want to sell to take some profit. Where does all this money go? The taxes?
Okay, so in the first month, the fees are 34%. 10% of those 34 from the 34, 10 goes to reward for holders. 3% are invested for the research, 3 for marketing, and 18 of that percentage goes to the liquidity pool. And
Okay,
then
that's good.
the 3% for research and marketing stay until the end of the fourth month, where with holders, rewards, and liquidity pool dropping the percentage.
And did you say staking pool? somewhere there that I missed?
Oh, I must have misspoke. Liquidity pool. Sorry.
Yeah, because you need money for that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So we have been through a lot already. Should we take some questions maybe from the audience, or
Of
is there
course.
something else that you want to touch on first?
I think we kind of covered the bases. If anyone has any additional questions after this AMA or goes through our white paper and wants to ask something, we're available in Telegram, on even on email. If the questions are more longer and detailed, we will take the time to answer everything. But we can go to the audience questions.
Yeah, one more thing. There will be like a physical traveling exchange. Can you tell me more about that? What is that? Is
I
that like a
always love when
minivan
people
that's going
notice
around
that. When
with
people notice
crypto?
that, their eyes always widen. So basically, that's an extra step that we want to bring cryptocurrencies closer to the people, because there's a lot of people who don't want to get involved with cryptocurrencies because it's all virtual.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, what can we do to show the people that you can actually do the same thing you basically do at the bank, um, and to have that human touch, because there's a lot of people who don't go into crypto just because the sake of it that it's on the internet. So we came up with the idea of the physical exchanges that are going to be mobile, so traveling, in shape of vans, because it's the most cost efficient. You can cover as much bigger amount of space, and you can also use it for brand awareness,
Yeah.
marketing on
And
the
where are you gonna
road.
go then?
Excuse
Slovenia
me?
first, or where are you gonna travel with this?
It's gonna go like with the languages, so Slovenia for the start, and then gradually. Where the
Okay.
interest is, we don't want to go straight to it without thinking, because we have to have everything in mind. So the costs, the efficiency, how much we can cover. So if there's a need, we're gonna spread to that side.
But your vision is not to just have it as a fun gimmick, but to have lots of these exchange minivans moving around in the
Yes,
world, or?
because they help with the trust part of the crypto and virtual world. People will be able to go there, buy and sell, ask. If they don't know how to make a wallet, they can come to the van and create a wallet. They can go with a certain topic with our team. So
Hands-on help.
yeah,
That's great. Yeah, that's really great. I think that's a winner.
yeah,
So
and I
if I
also
want to
think that
drive a car,
eye contact you have is worth quite a lot.
yeah. So if I want to apply to be one of your drivers, can I do that somewhere?
I'm gonna write it down and I will contact you.
Very good. Great. All right, people. Let's have some people up here. I will unmute a few of you. Let's see. I'm unmuting Matt, and then we have David. Let's see. Good evening, Matt.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hello.
So the question I was going to ask, actually, you've just asked, was about the travelling exchange.
Ah,
But
sorry.
that's fine, because it was going to be questions on how efficient it would be, and the costing and the reach it would have. But that's fine. You've covered that. So if I can ask instead, then a little bit more. You mentioned the partnership with Lenovo. Can you just kind of go a bit more into what actually that involves? What is Lenovo's involvement?
Okay, of course. We're partners with Lenovo Slovenia, to be exact. But basically, they help us on the equipment part. They are providing us with the computers and all the tech equipment we need. The team needs to work with 110 efficiency.
Okay, and are they gonna sort of do any reverse advertising, like for CryptoUnity when it's out? Are Lenovo gonna do anything there?
I think that I don't know if they discussed that because it's actually Lenovo Slovenia, so I don't know how much exposure we would get from that, but it's sure an idea and a thought that I'm gonna put forward. But for now, the main part is that we have the equipment we need.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool to have that name actually, because you see a lot of partnerships in crypto, but I've never seen Lenovo before. I've all Lenovo Slovenia, but yeah, that's a really nice one to have.
Thank you.
And just to sort of go back a little bit to the traveling exchange thing, because I love that idea, and so in my mind, that's what the top CEXs should be doing, is getting out there with physical stores or physical road trips. But part of the reason potentially they haven't, is it likely that you can't because of sort of well, I guess permissions or financial regulations, because I'm not sure if you're sort of selling crypto, if that's going to be allowed kind of thing.
Of course, each country has their own regulations and licenses and everything. So we have that in mind. As I said at the beginning, we're doing everything by the books and as regulations show that we need to do. That's why each license that we're going to spread to is going to be acquired with all the paperwork we need. And if that's not possible, then the physical exchange in that place is not possible. So without the papers, without the licensing, no, we're not doing it without that. But we are aware of the licensing and we are aware of the countries where we need to go. We have our legal aid with that. So licensing, and without license, we're not going.
No, that's brilliant. That was the main thing I was wondering, but it sounds like it's all covered and being thought of. So fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, Matt. Let's have David up here. Hello, David. It's your turn.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My question is about, can you just give us a rundown, probably a rundown on how your pre-sale will take place? Just a rundown so that I can know how to qualify for the pre-sale. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So the pre-sale starts with the phase 1 that is open for the whitelist. The whitelist is open till tomorrow to secure your spot, but after the whitelist phase is open for 8 hours. After 8 hours, it goes to phase 2 that is open then for the public. And not like I saw a lot of projects have the amount they're collecting each phase. So with us, it's not like that. We have the specific amount we're collecting. It's just that with time, the price raises a bit. And the pre-sale will be opened until we sell out. So it means that it's possible that not all the phases will go through, but it's in 4 phases from 0.0065 for the whitelist price, and then gradually raising the price till 0.007, and that's going to be the final end listing price.
All right. Thank you, David, for that question. CS, I brought you up here. Do you have a question?
Yeah, thanks for bringing me up. So actually, I just been following the project, even your previous and somewhere. So I just want to know the challenges you're facing currently, maybe your UI, UX, or in the marketing. If there's any kind of challenges, then most importantly, what moves are you making in order to tackle all these challenges? Thank you.
Hey, thank you for your question. Yes, of course, there was one of the biggest challenges going to the world pre-sale was definitely the bigger amount of people and the market we have to cover, because it was quite, as we talked, quite easy in our country that is small. So one of the biggest challenges at the beginning of prep for the worldwide pre-sale was definitely to get to know the market, the world market, to know where to aim. As we talked, the social media is already different. So we took a lot of time to focus, to do the research for the marketing, where is good, where and also the countries, because some countries cannot participate legally with their regulations in ICOs. So we had to go through that, which countries are do make sense to target. So that's on the marketing department for the challenges. And then you said for another thing, but honestly, if I can be honest, I forgot for what challenges also you asked.
No, I actually talked about maybe UI UX, like in your designs when you are trying to design the site on your project. Like, was there any
What
kind
I
of
you
maybe suggestion?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a team in-house of developers. We have outsourced developers. We also have graphic designers. So we test even our website quite oftenly, and now as the application is going to develop and the first version is gonna be available, we're gonna ask our community to test it, to give us that information. What do they like? What it's not okay? So we're very much keen on testing, and not only us, because we know what our content is, but basically our end user, the ones that are going to use the application.
Very good. Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
that's great. Yeah, thank you so much for your great answers. Success to the project.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
for the
much.
questions.
Sarika and then RH. Sarika, do you have a question?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
So my question is, as an exchange, can you tell us how do you display real, accurate, up-to-date data of market data and prices? What technology does CryptoUnity Exchange use?
Okay, so that is very very technical question that I think our CTO would be the perfect to answer, because he's the head of the whole technological development. But I know that our exchange is not made from scratch. So we have outsourced partners that are already professionals in what they do. So I'm pretty sure that with the up to date data, I think they have the focus also on that, if they're using uh, their platforms. So I'm pretty sure that it's all considered and it's gonna be done as it should be.
Yeah, maybe Sarika, you can go and ask that in the chat and get even
Yeah,
better
yeah,
questions
okay.
or answers if you need. Right, Tina?
Yes, of course. Even in the comments, as I said, I'm gonna take the time to go through the comments of this AMA if there's any additional questions, so we're gonna answer them.
Very nice. Great. All right, thank you, Sarika. We have RH up here. Welcome, RH. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi everyone. I just got one. I
Hello.
just got one question. Can you just explain the fee structure, and do you and how long it will take before, or will you have a zero fee once the price gets stable?
Okay, so with the fees, as we covered, of course, the first 4 months is the dumping wall, so the fees are quite high. But then they set on the 6% buy fee and 9% sell fee. And those all expire because those are the fees that we're gonna be on the decentralized exchanges where we launch. But those will expire once our mobile app with our exchange is gonna be available for the public.
And so the end fee at the end result, the fees will be zero once you launch on the exchanges.
Our exchange is gonna have very very low fees, but this is still kind of not published with our fees. They're still arranging everything, so I cannot talk too much about it. But they're gonna be very low.
Okay, thank you very much.
But are you talking about two different things now? The fees on the exchange and then the tax of the token buy and sell, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the fees, tax, buy and sell.
Yes, on our exchange, on our platform.
Okay, Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, thank you, RH. All right, Tina, time flies. We have already been at it for an hour now, so I think it's time maybe to have a closing statement from you, and maybe if there is something that you now realize that we missed, we can have that also if you want to talk about something.
Okay, so I would just like to thank you for the hosting. I have to say it was a very pleasant AMA. Had some bad experiences before, but I have to say I really, really enjoyed this AMA. Thank you for all the listeners who came and took the time and listened to me, even when I lost an English word that I wasn't sure how to say. Um, so thanks again for the AMA, for the amazing hosting, and for the listeners. And I hope that you check our website and join us with our story on the 18th as we open our pre-sale. Also, one thing I have to say, we just opened the biggest airdrop we had ever yesterday. So make sure to go check that out. It's the whole budget for the rewards is $50,000. So make sure to go check that out. And if you like the project and you want to recommend it to your friends, we also have a blockchain affiliate program where you can create your own unique code and also earn some money as you spread the word.
Oh, those are two very important things, right? You
Best for
can
the
earn
last.
more. Yeah, we say the best for the last. So if you refer your friends, you get percentage of what they buy on the exchange then, or?
Yes, 5 or 10%. It's 10% if you choose our own cryptocurrency, so cut. And 5% if you choose like BNB, Ithaca, or anything else.
Okay. And the airdrop, $50,000 you're gonna airdrop to
Yes, we
people?
opened it yesterday, and it's gonna be open for as long as the pre-sale goes. So when the pre-sale ends, also the airdrop ends, and I think the first price is $10,000. So it's worth it.
And how do I do to participate in if someone in here now wants to participate and get airdrop, what's the requirements? What do you have to do?
Okay, so basically the airdrop just involves a few tasks that you can that you do, like, I don't know, follow us on Twitter, retweet something, and you collect points. You can also use it to refer your friends to the airdrop, and you collect points. And few of the rewards, I think 1 to 7, are based on the amount of points you achieved, but we also have random rewards that will be spread amongst the ones that are not in the top places. But we have rewards, I think, till 200 spots. For 200 spots,
Okay.
the first 200.
Nice. Great, guys. So now you know what to do tonight, then go and refer some friends and stuff.
Yeah, and earn some money.
And oh, I think I forgot to tell you this, as I always do. So this is no financial advice, guys,
Of
and
course, no.
we only we only give education, and this company, CryptoUnity, gives extra much education because that's one of their things that they bring out there for beginners, right? Beginners
Yes,
on for crypto. But
exactly.
the users who are professional or know everything, they are also welcome, right? To your
Of course, if not else, we're gonna have a research department where they can find new ICOs.
Oh, good.
No?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great. So thank you so much, Tina, from Crypto Unity. It has been a pleasure to host you, and thank you for your kind words. And hopefully you will come back in some time and tell us
I
more
would love to.
what's going on and what's happening in the project. That would be lovely. And for
Yes.
everyone who did their own research or gonna do and still wants to be participating in this, the pre-sale is starting Saturday, right?
On Saturday, 12 UTC, and for 8 hours, it's whitelist only, but you can still secure your spot. So go do that first. And then, yes, it opens after 8 hours for the public.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Those questions, that you couldn't answer in here, go and ask in their Telegram or Twitter or wherever, and it will probably be answered very quickly because that's their thing, right? That's your
Exactly.
thing, to be quick and fast and on point.
Transparent.
Transparent. And Tina, do you like pineapple on your pizza or not?
I like pineapple, I like pizza, but I have to admit I have never tried to do both on the same. I don't like the idea.
So until next time we meet, maybe you will want to try once and tell us how
Okay,
it was.
I promise. Once we sell out our pre-sale, I'll send you a picture of me trying pineapple.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Tina.
Okay.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure. Have a great night, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow, maybe. No, not tomorrow, but on